Terima Kasih is a traditional Indonesian fishing boat from the island of Java, Indonesia's most populous island. It arrived here in 1984. It was sailed out by a couple of mariners from Australia who'd seen the value in traditional boats of this kind and thought it would be nice to purchase one and bring one to Australia. Terima Kasih is one of 24 vessels that we have here on display at the Colin Jack Hinton Maritime Gallery. Vessels like this were once built and fished in Indonesia in their thousands, but today they are becoming less and less relevant. We've been fortunate to have the support of the Copland Foundation, who've very generously provided us some funding in order to carry out this work, this very, very important work, because if it's not done, we'll lose the boat. Conservation of these sorts of watercraft is essential because if we don't do it, we don't look after them, into the future there won't be any left and we won't have any examples in which to show people how it was done in the past. Jamie's a shipwright of many, many years. He's worked on a number of vessels, not just this one, but other ones. He has an intimate knowledge of how these boats are made, how they're actually built. Interestingly enough, Jamie was actually the Australian mariner, him and a friend, who sailed Terima Kasih from Indonesia here to Australia.
Terima Kasih was an old boat when we bought it, ready for retirement. During its working life it had already been rebuilt once, and during the rebuild it had a lot of iron fastenings put into it, as in iron edge dowels and iron nails. And now 40 or 50 years later since the iron went into it, that's corroding to such an extent that it's damaging the timber, splitting and rupturing all the wood. So we needed to get the iron out and stabilise it with timber fastenings. Oh, it's absolutely wonderful to be able to do this with my son Will. He's sailed with me on a few ventures in later years, and now he's working with me and on my obsessive compulsive behaviour. So it's really good to be able to pass on some of the knowledge, some of the experiences and stories to him. It's special because it's really rare. There's none left anywhere. And I was involved in bringing it from Java to Australia with a dear friend, Jerry Williams, who's now passed on. But it's special to me because I can still be associated with this boat that was a large part of my life, in which we had a great adventure bringing it down, and to be able to still come and visit and work on it, it's pretty special.